All right, y'all, let's talk Married to Medicine. Now, the last two episodes, I think I reviewed the episode before last, but we're just going to talk about it. This whole situation with Greg and Mr. Kane, Quad's new man. Listen, Greg, there is no other way to put this. You are acting like a complete simp. We find out in the last episode that Greg apparently filed some type of papers on Mr. King, okay? The problem that I'm having with that is, Greg, you provoked that man. You got up in his face. You tried to sun him. You were smoking your little cigar. You tried to intimidate him. And you try to play this little, I'm a doctor, I'm not going to get into any type of altercation with anybody type of thing, and you're above it all. But you were afraid of this man. You was going to take it far, but you ain't take it too far because you knew better. Then you did all of that on TV in front of everybody because you knew that there was going to be people there to break it up. Greg, you are full of SHI. That's what you full of. And then for you to you didn't have to say to King, oh yeah, I told her she got a big mouth, and start laughing and smoking on your cigar. You didn't have to say that. You could have just left it to, we cool, man, whatever, and let him think that you said it to your wife, and let your wife know that you wasn't talking about her. Whatever the case may be, you are totally tripping. And the guys on the show are looking at you like you are a weirdo. I don't think that Greg and Sweet Tea need to be on this show. First of all, Sweet Tea, her emotions are all over the place all the time. And I don't know if it's because of the hormones that she's taking so that she can become a mother. I don't know what is going on, but it is totally not entertaining. I am not entertained. I do not like it, don't want to see it. And I'm sick and tired of Contessa pacifying all of this. It's like Contessa is a flip-flopper too, because one minute she want to be Sweet Tea's, she wants to be Sweet Tea's friend, but then one minute she want to also be cool with Heavenly, but then she want to trash Heavenly because Sweet Tea don't like her. So y'all have this weird bond over not liking Heavenly. And I know a lot of y'all don't like Heavenly, but you have to look at, listen, this is reality TV. And in reality TV, people are going to do things to be entertaining. And Heavenly is just one of those people that is going to take it very far to make sure that the show is entertaining. Sometimes way too far. Okay? And she admits that. But the problem is, people have to see beyond that. I think that people are not really seeing what they think they see, if you catch my drift. Heavenly is not a bad person to me, in my opinion. Okay? However, a lot of people don't like the way she moves on the show, and it is what it is. But Heavenly is all about making sure that this show is entertaining, and she provides a lot of the entertainment. So in this last episode, it is Toya and Eugene's 16th year anniversary. So they want to invite everybody to their event, but unfortunately, they can't invite King and Quad because Dr. G done pulled this simp move and got papers on King. Now, I don't understand why Dr. G has such a problem with King. If you think that Quad got a big mouth and this, that, and the third, and you ain't really rocking with her, you ain't checking for her, then don't worry about what she's doing. But here's the real thing. The reality is Dr. G is upset that King is busting it wide open 15 times a week, and he couldn't bust it wide open for 15 seconds with her for 3 years. That's his problem. I don't think that Dr. G wanted a divorce from Quad. I think Dr. G wanted to control Quad, and I think that his money was not enough to keep Quad in that relationship, and he ultimately is pissed off about it. Now, his money is somewhat controlling Sweet Tea, but even Sweet Tea has her own career. And Sweet Tea is so hot-headed that I don't even think that his antics or shenanigans are even going to be enough to control her. He done called her naive. She done said something called Heavenly a geriatric, but I'm like, girl, I think your dude is older than Heavenly. So how you gonna call her a geriatric and you saying it in front of your husband and he looking at you like you crazy? Then he's belittling you about how, you over here trying to defend him. You soldiering up for him like, I got your back, babe. I was going to get him. I got training. I was in the military. Or the Navy or whatever, branch she was in. And she's telling him how she was going to defend him. And he's downright low rating everything that she says. And talking down to her. I think that Dr. G, I don't think he needs to be on reality TV. And just like Toya said, she had a conversation with Sweet Tea and Contessa. And Contessa was over there trying to be on Sweet Tea's side. But I think Toya is also about the show too. Toya is like, well, listen, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to be a part? She's asking Sweet Tea, do you want to be a part of the friend group or not? And Sweet Tea is like, I don't know what Greg wants to do. Like, basically, Greg makes all the decisions. Which I get it. They're married. And ultimately, it has to be a joint decision whether they stay on this show. Because it's not a requirement for them to be on the show. But reading between the lines, Toya was basically saying, do we need to fight for you to be on the show? Because if you don't want to be on the show and ultimately you're just going to do whatever Greg wants you to do, then I'm not going to try to put up a good fight cause for you to be here. I'm not going to be taking your side or trying to mend fences with you, be your friend, and this, that, and the third, if ultimately you ain't really checking for being on this show. She's going to ride for the people that's going to keep her check coming. That's basically what Toya was saying. And I don't think that Toya feels like Sweet Tea is a good fit for the show anyway. Then we go to Phaedra. Phaedra has a meeting with, well, not a meeting, but Dr. Jackie goes to visit Phaedra because Phaedra got on her private jet and got up on that of the couple's trip early because she was pissed off about the whole Apollo and him bringing his wife. Now, Phaedra, you know good and daggone well, you brought Shaq, however you say his name, to make Apollo jealous. And you thought that Apollo was going to come by himself and without his wife. So that's why you brought Shaq. And when your whole plan went to SHI, you were pissed. So you want to make a big old scene because you got your contract for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So you want to hop on a jet and get on up out of there and make a whole scene. Girl, bye. First of all, I don't know why Phaedra was ever on Married to Medicine. She brought absolutely nothing to the show. Phaedra really didn't share anything. Good riddance. We're good. We don't need you over here. Moving on. So, Sweet Tea and Greg, I don't really know what the future of them is on this show. The other psychiatrist lady, her name escapes me, but her husband's name is Steve, I believe. I think that basically they were brought on the show to replace either Sweet Tea and Greg or Quad and King. I think whatever happened between the two of them, that couple is going to replace them. But ultimately, I believe they are here to replace Sweet Tea and Greg. Because at the end of the day, Quad is entertaining. We can't deny that. So, Sweet Tea, go on and go home and work on your marriage with your husband, whatever is left of it. I honestly don't think that marriage is going to last. I think that Sweet Tea is going to end up getting her a younger guy because she's going to realize that Greg is just extremely controlling. He doesn't have any get up and go about himself. He looks at a wife as not like a helpmate, but a slave. And ain't nobody got time for that. Comment down below. What do y'all think about the future of Married to Medicine? Do y'all think that Sweet Tea should stay on the show? Do y'all think that Contessa is a huge flip-flopper like I do? And do you think that Heavenly was wrong for inviting Apollo on the trip? And do y'all think that Phaedra belongs on Married to Medicine? Then she contributed anything? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see y'all in the next video. This is your girl, shayreneeonline. Peace out.